Interesting place. A lot of history here up in Gold Country. Knight's Ferry. And we're going to be taking a look at a lot of the materials that are used and the condition of this building. And wow, it goes way underground. Nice square bolt head. So a huge structure, and I'm not exactly sure what they were doing, but it appears it's probably a sluicing operation. The whole area has tremendous dredging evidence. A lot of boulders have been extracted. You get to walk up here to this covered bridge and see these pylons. Climb around some of this stuff too. This is very high. Huge pieces of steel coming out. So there was a large structure here. You see some of the possible repair to the machine cut sandstone. The inside is a mixture of brick and red stuff. Like this little massive concrete structure. Okay, so these bricks are in really bad shape. I just snuck a peek around the corner, and I think it's really bad. I want to show you the condition of this brick. So it's really got a thin, very brittle crust, and the internal structure is gone. You can see it's burnt, very charred, very charred. You can tell it's all hollow sounding. but all very chalky. See, there's various areas. So something happened here that created a large amount of heat, interior and exterior, higher than a wood fire. So you can see the brick has completely lost its shape. Twisted, facing down, colliding. There's a lot of movement here, and this is really not structural anymore. So I'm going to keep going down here. There's a lot more things to see, including this covered bridge, and there seems to be a bunch of structure in the hills. Saw something very amazing. I'm going to see if I can catch it in about an hour when the light is better. So they're not allowed to go into the covered bridge. It would be really easy just to go into the covered bridge anyway. Just go in anyway. So these large pieces of concrete, huge pieces, are just thrown. These are thrown. Water would not pick these up. This piece of concrete has some elements to it that I've not seen before. In fact, this one does too. But let's look at it. So a normal, let's say abnormally large aggregate for concrete, but then it's boulder. Little pieces of red intermingled, and then boulder. And then protruding boulders out of this large piece. This thing is very large. It's probably about maybe 16 feet long. Let's get a better look at it. There's pieces of metal coming out of whatever this is. This really looks structurally damaged. These really feel like stairs. And they've got some lines to them. I'm gonna look closer. Very smooth. So having a nice time down on the river at Knight's Ferry up out of Manteca and Oakdale in the Gold Rush foothills. And this material's very interesting. It has all the appearance of being granite, but granite is so-called igneous rock, or maybe it was once flowing lava rock. Not typically described as a sedimentary stone, but there are lines through everything. And then I come down in here and I'm trying to understand this concrete that's in here. There's just a small section of concrete and another little section, some strange material, a lot of unusual lines. I'm gonna get down in there. I'm gonna climb down in here. And here's the concrete again, with huge rocks, possibly one large piece, and still, I gotta jump across. I'm gonna jump across. So more concrete coming all the way down. And just a lot of flat surfaces and a lot of strange surfaces. But I'm not sure what this concrete was going to be for. So we're looking at the river canal here. Try to get a sense of what's going on from up above. So water's coming this way, and it gets directed into this lower channel and into those works. But this is awfully low to necessarily be directional. Don't know. It's been great looking at all of these objects. There's still a few more things to see here. So looking at the surface of the granite in the water channel, and I'm seeing an obvious hole, and another one, another one, another one, another one, another, another, and another. So we would be told that is where acorns were ground. Now here, these lines seem a lot more distinct, don't they? With the verticals. Here, these lines, a lot of lines here. Very red granite with strange lines. A lot of flat surfaces, a lot of 90-degree angles, a lot of stair-stepping. And then up inside that main building, go up there one more time for one more peek, but just to talk about it a little bit on the way up. So one building has the red brick that is in very bad shape at the bottom due to extreme heat. The other neighboring building, which is built onto it, is made up of small, large, medium, broken, every color, no direction whatsoever, but supposedly the same builders. So I don't know why they would choose to make their life so difficult by choosing such a poor material for their walls. So we'll look at that one more time. Have a look at this. So this red avalanche, which is coming down here. This is hilarious. You can see it's run through here, and the fines have collected down in here. And okay, let me get some more pieces. It's probably all brick. It's probably brick. We'll look at this together. Maybe a little better piece. So all the way down, let's find out. See if we can get some tumblers. Got a tumbler. So something came down through this channel. Something. All this red garbage. The pieces are getting bigger. Starting to resemble brick. you surprised. It's kind of steep. Look at all this red garbage. More. Okay, here's a layer. Here's a separation. So we've got something to sandstone-ish to powder. I wonder what that is. That was a climb. Okay, this is fantastic up here. I'm going to be able to see across the valley, and there's some huge terraces that I've got to zoom in on for you. And this, oh my. Okay, catch my breath. I don't know if that's brick or not, but it's very red. Okay, so there's a concrete installation up here. And there are all these timbers. And I don't know what these timbers are for. Let's go up higher. Concrete. Okay, that could be an opening. That looks like an opening to. This is covered. This is how mine works. This might have been the timbers for some sort of a sluice, an ore chute. So this follows this contour through here and through here, but if you wanted to, they got an opening, and now we're going to send it down to here, to their works. What a great moment up here. Up here yelling. People yelling back. Okay, so this would be maybe they would maybe call it a flume. They could have sent logs, possibly. I don't think so. No trees here. fact, have a gander. There's no trees anywhere. There's shrubs. So this is like a 150-year-old oak, maybe. Maybe. Everything else is twigs. Absolute twigs. They always say, well, they were deforesting. It's like, I don't see the stumps. I'm just not finding the stumps. Okay, have a look in this. Look at that. From this view, this is great. little bit tiring. I feel great. Felt great. Down at the bio, great sun. Really good. So wrapping up the day here and having a moment to think about all the things I've seen and shown. So we're down at the corner of the larger structure, and we see that they have selected many different methods for building here. So we have 4,000 pound block. It's not the foundation, by the way. Foundation we can't see here. Then we have all this crud packed in a variety of insane ways, and yet it still stands. But we have bolting out material, and then we see different shapes, different mortar era. So this has all been retooled, every bit of it. See a little trowel mark, it's all been pointed. So this is bulged out, it's coming out, and this one here, I'm not even gonna touch it, we already know, it'll powder. So then we go into here and we see a different way of building has come upon somewhat. We've got this bulge out section with bricks, then across there, and then this is some of the worst materials you could ever dream of working with if you wanted to assemble a square, flat, plumb, strong surface. This is not the way to do it. But there do seem to be some very evident lines through. Keep going. Then we get into this very terrible brick, vacated pockets. A lot of damage up top. Tremendous internal damage. Tremendous internal damage due to devastating heat and complete loss of the integrity of the material. Complete chalk, actually on the way to becoming a solid mass of red limestone. Almost there. Down here, we're still looking. Gotta get into the sunlight here around the corner. And then an amazing structure. So blocked up entrance, modified door. Quite an amazing structure, and it continues a little bit further beyond on the property. There's a large wall here, a very large wall here. I'd like to walk on this large wall. So I'm about 20 feet off the ground, but certainly not ground level. This is a much greater structure. Pipe coming out of there, coming down to more structure. And this does continue. We get a good look at the entire scene. So I will post the links to the location, as I'm actually not 100% sure where I am. Just Knight's Ferry.